Let's begin with Sweden and Finland, which have both applied to join NATO with full, total and complete backing of the United States, according to Joe Biden. In your piece for The Economist, you predict that the more popular NATO becomes, the more insecure Europe will be. Why is that?
The point is the security of Europe has to be arranged with Russia now and in the past. So let's take Finland's application for NATO, for example. Of course, the Finnish president was right when he told President Putin that unless and until Russia invaded Ukraine, Finland would not consider about joining NATO because Russia's invasion has changed Finland's security environment. He was right, but the difference is security and security environment are two different things. Russia's invasion might have changed Finland's security environment, but not about Finland's security, because in the last 80 years, Finland actually has taken a neutral position toward Russia, which has by and large maintained a stable and reliable relationship between Russia and Finland. And there is no indication whatsoever that a Russian invasion into Finland is possible.
Well, let's look at the Russia-Ukraine war, because analysts in China and internationally both say that this will fundamentally change the current global order. Do you necessarily agree with that?
Well, I think it has changed tremendously the international order in that we are stepping into a world of two Cold Wars. In Europe, of course, we are witnessing a hot war raging on, but we can tell after this war what will happen. Definitely, there's a re-emergence of a Cold War scenario of Russia on one side and the rest of Europe on the other side. And in Asia Pacific, actually, we already have a new Cold War ever since Donald Trump, who ushered in this concept of great power competition. I think if I can summarize Biden's policy toward China, it is an extreme competition short of war. So if competition is already extreme, what else can it be if it is not a new Cold War? But the irony is, I don't believe he's actually able to carry it out, because very few countries in this region would like to gang up with the United States in antagonizing the biggest trading partner. I'm just talking about economic aspects alone. Besides, there are, of course, plenty of other relationships, including political relationship, scientific connection, whatsoever.
Well, during the Beijing Olympics, which was, of course, before the invasion, Russia and China described their partnership as one with no limits. A lot has been read into the wording of that. Does that necessarily mean that these two countries are allies?
No, not at all, because a lot of people really stress this term, unlimited partnership. But I need to point out that even in the same statement, China and Russia have made it quite clear that this relationship is not directed against any third parties. Besides, actually the Russian-Ukrainian war has proven that this is not a military alliance. Why? Because China didn't provide a military alliance, as it was speculated. This actually has almost inadvertently proven that this relationship is not one of alliance. Actually, I wrote some time ago that this relationship is more like two lines in parallel. That means no matter how close they are, they would not overlap.